Hey guys, I'm Glitter Valkyrie, and today we're going to summon on the Here With Me banner. I love these awakening units so much, and I'm really excited to pull on this, but we do also have a free special hero to redeem, so I think we're going to go ahead and do that first. Okay, we got to find the right one. It's here somewhere. All right, so let's hope for green, and maybe we can get something good. Well, I don't have a bunch of characters in red, so I think that's probably the best choice. Maybe we can get a Freyr. That would be really nice. Oh. Well, it's free. Actually, her weapon's pretty good, and I think they have IVs, so we'll check. And she is minus speed, so I will definitely be giving her weapon to someone. I have no idea who, so if you have an idea, leave it in the comments. But we can go ahead and move on to the main event now. And to be honest, I want every single character on this banner, and I'm so excited. But I think we can talk about them as we go along, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to be perfectly honest, I really do not have a great plan for what we're going to do today. Because although I love every single character, there are some that I feel like are must-haves on this banner. And we start with a bar tray. And going into this, I'm actually a little bit scared because my luck on Valentine's banners tend to be really hit or miss. Like, I feel like the year that we had the Valentia banner, I actually had really good luck. But some of my worst luck, like on a banner ever, was on the year with Valentine's Ike. If you have not seen that video, it was a really long time ago, but I was trying to get Valentine's Ike, and I was pity broken at a really high rate by a minus attack Ares, because back in the day he could pity break you. And that's actually a banner that sticks out in my head because I did my best to make a good situation out of a bad one. And on the road to that minus attack Ares, I got a bunch of Chroms, I think like 5 or 6. And I ended up making a +10 Chrom because of that. And so in my head, he's always Valentine's Chrom, and now we have another one with amazing art. So I am really wanting to get him today. And I actually made that +10 Chrom my lead as my other Valentine's Chrom, so hopefully that'll call him and Best Daughter home. And as for Lucina, she is the other character that I feel like is the must-have on this banner for me. I've talked about her many times in previous videos. I love her as a character. She is the best daughter. I have such an attachment to her, and I would absolutely love to use her in so many different modes. I think that if we get to the 40 and we don't get her or the duo, it's going to be really tough. At the end of the day, I feel like the smart choice would be to go for the duo because they are a little bit more unique. But it's going to be really tough because I do love them equally. So hopefully it will not come to that. And as for the other characters on the banner, we have Robin, and I'm really hoping that we can get her as well, but she is like a little bit lower on our priority list because she might be just a little bit less unique. I will say that her art is the best representation of her that we've had so far in Fae. I absolutely love it. So I think that she might end up being like our backup color if we don't have any reds or greens. But I really do want to get her too. And as for Owain, he is a character that I absolutely adore. He is so much fun, and he's voiced by the very talented Kaiji Tang. And so it really hurts me to pass up on those blues, but I am willing to wait until a double special heroes banner for him, because it has been my experience that it's a little bit easier to get those characters, maybe at 4-star rarity if you wait until a double special heroes. So I am willing to do that for him, but I do hope that I can get him one day because he is such a fun character. Okay, smoke. And we get a Roy. All right, so I guess that has covered everybody that we have on the banner, but I also really wanted to talk about Lissa because I need your guys' thoughts and ideas. Because as soon as I saw her, I knew she had to be +10. She's the character that I adore, and I was waiting to +10 her regular form until she got a Resplendent. But now that she's here with a fairly unique move type being an armed healer, I would love to know what your suggestions are for a build for her. Because I was thinking about either doing Armor March or maybe a recovery skill, and I really just don't know what's best. I do think that you can use save skills on them. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, so I should check. But I don't know if it's the best choice because she can't have an offensive special, so I was thinking about those 2 other options. But if you guys have ideas for healer builds for her, I would love to hear it because I 100%... Oh no. That's Hubert, ew. Well, the good news is he can't break our pity now, so that's great. Let's check IVs. And he is plus res. I have no idea what I'm going to do with him. I'll probably make him into a book and maybe give his weapon to someone. But I've talked about it before. I do not enjoy him as a character, and I am so sorry to all those Hubert fans. But I think I was done talking about Lissa. And that was really everything that I wanted to discuss about this banner. So we can probably go ahead and answer some viewer questions now. And as always, if I did not get to your question, I am so sorry. I will try to answer it in a future one. And if you think of a question that you'd like to ask me, just leave it in the comments with #question, and I will add your question to my list. So our first question today was actually asked by 2 different people. This comes from Benjamin Benitez and Foxcraft Evie. And they asked, do you plan on making Genshin Impact summoning videos in the future? And I actually had an additional question from Foxcraft Evie, and they asked who my top 5 favorite Genshin Impact characters are. All right, so for your first question about making Genshin Impact summoning videos, I've definitely thought about it, especially for the Yaimiko banner coming up, because she is a character that I would like to get, and I've been saving since Toma's banner. And there is a possibility that he could be on that banner. I will say that it always actually really scares me to make something that's not like a face summoning video because it's different, and I'm always worried about disappointing or upsetting people. But I did have a lot of fun with the last one, and if like the timing works out, I could maybe do that. So definitely thinking about it. And as for the second question about my favorite character, oh my goodness. we got Larcé. That's actually a great character. I really, really like her. Let's check IVs. And she has plus attack. That is really, really good. You know, I kind of regret not taking the forma that I made of her back in the day because that would have been a merge. And she's a character that I really, really enjoy. But that's a merge, so that's really, really good. But getting back to this lucky question about my favorite Genshin characters, my number 1 is Child. Number 2 is Toma. He is absolutely adorable. And then number 3 is Jean, and it's actually really sad. On my main account, I still don't have her. I'm always like hoping and wishing every time that I pull that she'll surprise me, and maybe she will on the Yaimiko banner, who knows. But she is my 3rd favorite character. And then as for my 4th, I would have to say Zhongli, just for the voice alone. He's absolutely amazing. And then after that, it's probably a tie between Ayaka and Kokomi. I really love them both. But I also love Venti too, so that 5th slot is really, really difficult. But thank you for that very lucky question. And the next question that we have today comes from Jay, and they ask, which is your favorite Larshel alt and which is your most useful? So as for my favorite, it's actually my favorite character in the entire game. I would have to say Halloween Larshel. I love her design. I think that her voice lines are the absolute best in the game, and I just get so much use out of her. So she's my favorite overall, but my most useful is probably Baby Larshel. Oh my goodness. we got Momri. You know what? I'll take that. She's really, really cute. Let's check IVs. And she is plus res. I think that her res is pretty decent. I'm not 100% sure. I would love for her to get a refine one day because I feel like she could definitely use one. But she is a character that I like, and we really didn't have much pity, so I will absolutely take that. But getting back to this lucky question from Jay, my most useful Larshel is the baby one. Just for the Staff of Rouston alone, it's so incredibly useful, and I used her in every single mode. She always puts a smile on my face. So that would be my answer. But thank you for that very lucky question. Okay, 3-star. It's Shershay. All right, but maybe one of these is the duo. We have like 3 chances, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. And let's go ahead and answer another one. And this question comes from Octo Gamer Girl. And they ask, my brother, cousins, and me all love Shadows of Valentia but don't like Celica. So what makes her stand out as a character for you and your favorite in Valentia? So I will admit that my reasons for liking Celica are probably not the greatest, but she is my favorite female character from that game. And I have to say the biggest reasons are when I first met her as a child, her whole relationship with Alm was absolutely adorable to me. I thought it was so incredibly sweet, and it really broke my heart when she was torn away from him. I do think that she is very brave from leaving the only true home that she knows to go out and make her way in the world. I think that is very brave. And I know that this is kind of a point of contention for a lot of people, but I really like that she stands for peace and trying to find a peaceful way to resolve things. I know it doesn't always work, but in my personal life, I always try to take the more peaceful route. So I really do appreciate that about her. I also love her design. I usually love princess characters as well, and she is pretty useful as a priestess. So for all those reasons, she's my favorite, and I totally get why people don't like her, but for me, she's one of the best. But thank you for that great question. And let's go ahead and answer another one, and this comes from Karabi. And they ask, which 5-star units would you like to see demoted as 4-star special heroes? So with this banner, we have seen a nice group of characters get demoted, especially that Hubert. I'm very thankful for that. But I do think that there are a lot more that could be demoted, and it would be really, really nice. I will say for selfish reasons, I would pick Marita because I want to plus 10 her, and that would just make it easier. But as for other characters, I think that Ewan and Nils would also be great because they're characters that I like and maybe don't have the best fodder. I'd love to see Avel get demoted, and really all the TMS units because they're all characters that I like, but maybe they don't have the best fodder now, and so I think they'd be really good candidates too. But thank you for that great question. Okay, let's pull this next red. Hopefully we can get the duo before the 40. And let's go ahead and answer another one. So this question comes from General Gamer 102. And they ask, who did you vote for in CYL 6? And who do you think will draw their brave alts? Okay, so I did spend 6 of my votes for Crom, and I have no regrets. We did it, and I'm so incredibly happy about that. But I did give one of my votes to La Rochelle because I just feel compelled to do that. I want people to know that she's still a beloved character and deserves another alt, so that's what I did with my votes. And as for who I want to do the art for Crom, honestly, I think Yamada Kataro did an amazing job with this duo, and I would love to see what they do with a brave form of Crom. So I think that Yamada Kataro or Azutaro would also be amazing. But thank you for that great question. And let's go ahead and answer another one. And this question comes from Fear the Deer, which is an amazing name. And they ask, do you have any Effie character that you like but are not quite sure why? So there are actually 2 that come to mind. I would say that female Corin is definitely a big one. I don't really have a great reason for liking her other than that I really like her design and I enjoyed playing her. But I know a lot of people dislike her as an avatar, and for some reason I just really like her. And the other choice for me would probably be Triandra. She is my favorite Fae OC, and other than the fact that I like her design and I think her story is sad, I don't have a great reason for making her my favorite, but she is. But yeah, that would be my answer. But thank you for that great question. Okay, please be Robin. Okay, smoke. And we get a Linhardt. All right, so we'll pull this colorless and let's just hope beyond hope for a Robin. Okay, smoke. It's Chad. All right, so we're past Spark and we are going to go ahead and make the hardest decision I've had to make in this game. Oh gosh, I think I have to take the duo. It's really, really tough, but I think that's the smarter choice. But oh gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lucina. Yay! Oh gosh, that art is absolutely amazing. They did just such a good job. And we get the thing. All right, so I think that I'm going to end things here for now, but I will definitely go back at some point to try to get Lucina because I feel like she's just such an amazing unit. So I do want to thank everybody that submitted questions. I really, really appreciate the support, and I want to wish you all the best of luck with your summons. So as always, thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.